Today, I'm going to teach you how to be the absolute best teammate in doubles. You're going to go from being a complete newbie to being the guy or girl who always gets picked for doubles at parties. Now to get started, first and foremost, you got to pick your doubles main. Now while you can play your already established main, some characters don't synergize as well in doubles. Also, it is important to make sure your character synergizes with your partner. So let's just say that you're playing Samus and your partner likes to play Kazuya, then it's going to be hard for him to do any of his little Tekken combos if you're spinning projectiles in the corner like a rainlet, which by the way you shouldn't do, but you can pick any character you think would fit best. But if you want to stick with your current overall best character, go for it. Just make sure you know how to play them in a doubles environment. Once you've established the character you want, now you want to move on to the next step, which is practice. This should be a given, but you gotta practice playing your chosen character in a 2v2 situation, because in 1 versus 1 situations, it's gonna be way different compared to how things work in a 2v2 situation. Well, from the obvious reason being that you have 2 extra players in the mix now, and they're both on teams. Make sure you practice with both friendly fire on and off, as most modern tournaments for Smash have friendly fire on in doubles by default to prevent a myriad of issues such as the most common one, projectile spam. But it's important that you get used to playing in as many different scenarios, even items, as you want to make sure you're prepared for any given situation, no matter how unlikely. Once you're done playing with CPUs, try bringing in a real partner player for more doubles. Most likely your partner to practice those same things, which brings me to my next point, which is to communicate with your partner. That includes setting up a plan in advance. Obviously in local doubles tournament, you don't want to go, because, well, congratulations, you played yourself. Building a strong non-verbal bond is key to winning games, because once you guys have a system going, you'll be able to be unstoppable in tournaments. You both trust each other to make sure you both pull your weight, and while of course non-verbal communication is very important, so is verbal, but that is best for in-between matches. Now if you're playing online, it doesn't matter, because if you're online then obviously you guys can't hear each other, assuming you're playing with a random. But if you're in a tournament, then save any sort of strategies or plans for when the opponents can't hear you, because as I stated before, it will just be immediately ruined, and that's a quick way to lose. Another thing which is important is to check on each other. Make sure your teammate is doing alright and vice versa, because if something is wrong, you don't want to find out mid-set and end up losing your match because of a personal issue. That could be talked over and resolved before it even gets to that point. Remember, it's always okay to take a break every now and then too. Now let's say that you don't have a doubles partner, then you're just playing doubles online with random. What do you do then? Well, after following the steps I laid out earlier, firstly, as quickly as you can, analyze their play pattern. Are they super aggressive? Do they go off stage a lot? Do they use their shield and dodge when needed? Most people in an online doubles match online with their randoms just go random. Like whenever the random sees the match go, they're just running straight at them and throwing out attacks like willy-nilly. But there will always be types of players of all types in those matches, so you cannot count on them being a certain type of way or anything even like how you play. So you have to be ready for any possible partner you'll get. Also, a smaller tidbit, share stocking. As you know, if you or your teammate loses all their stocks in a stock-based match, which is the most common rule set used, they can press the start button along with the A and B button combined to take a stock from their teammate and regain a stock, letting them continue on in the fight. While this is a nifty trick if you got gimped and you can end the fight quickly, there are a couple things you need to take into account. Use the stock flow chart that I posted on screen right about now, and you can pause the video if you'd like to take a gander. Pretty bare bones. It should give a rough idea if you should share stock in an online gaming situation. Now in terms of locally, in a non-tournament environment, share stocking without permission is generally frowned upon. So if you plan to share stock your teammate, I suggest asking first to avoid any conflict. In terms of tournaments though, usually you'll have a designated stock hank, which is a player who focuses on playing more defensively and kind of support style, while the other player is more aggressive and goes in all the time, and the aggressive player can basically have 5 stocks instead of 3. That is something that is decided before the match, of course, and isn't always used, but it is generally how share stocking is handled in a professional sense. And there you go. That was the beginner's guide to becoming the best Smash Ultimate doubles player you can be. If you made it this far, why not subscribe with notifications on? It's free and you can unsub it anytime. Also, be sure to like the video as well, as it really helps get this video out to more people like you that want to improve in the competitive scene for doubles or any type of sense. Other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next video.